then if somebody wants to volunteer to call, you guys are more than happy to get on and call. And we're here to help.
Hey, the internet on my computer don't work. I'm on my phone. Is it? Well, I can call some brokers. I got some lined up right now.
All right.
You know me. I'm trying to get it done, but I'm gonna have to mute myself, and you ain't gonna be able to hear me call them. But they're gonna be on the problem.
Oh, true. Yeah. No, you could put speaker.
Speaker?
Oh, you're on the Zoom on the phone. Okay, I get it.
Yes, ma'am.
Or maybe, well, we want to hear it. I think, I want to hear you.
Yes, ma'am. I know.
Hey, am I tripping or is there a doorbell ringing?
Yeah.
Well, it's the Zoom. It's when people get on, it goes ding ding.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. I was like, man, I thought I was losing my mind.
It's here.
There's definitely
Like,
a feature to like.
how do you
turn
mute this? Yeah, how do you
I
mute
don't
this?
know. How do I stop that, Rachel?
Well, I don't know because all my Zooms, like it doesn't happen to me. So I'm surprised. It's probably in like your settings with the sound.
Let me go see. Because yeah, that is so.
Because even like pace, like there's people constantly coming in and out, like, and you don't hear this.
Yeah.
And people are going to be coming like in and out, because like we could technically be on Zooms like all day, like in like the morning. And then we have like the elephant challenge. So like there's got to be somewhere in the settings.
I'm looking, let me see. Well, let me go into my actual Zoom.
Okay. I'll Google it. I just need to send the link to like 2 people. They texted me saying they didn't get the email invite. So I'm going to email it to them.
Or, if they want to go to the Facebook page too, they can just click on the Zoom link too.
Yeah, I feel like because there's so many people posting about this, people are like, I think the Facebook post, not everyone's seeing everyone's post or like your post.
Yeah, that's true. I tried to add everybody though that you sent me, Rach. And
no, I know. I think you did. I think it's probably just in their spam, to be honest.
yeah. Oh, true. For some reason, my email goes into junk. Do we know what time the elephant challenge starts? Starts today. I thought Pace was moving it up a couple hours. I was on the Zoom this morning, but I don't remember.
He said it starts at noon today.
Noon. Okay, good.
Okay.
Right.
I knew it was supposed to be 1, but then I thought it's supposed to start at 1, but then now it's earlier. So now he's only doing an hour early.
Oh, good. Okay.
I thought he was doing like a few hours early.
He said 2 hours, but then
I think it might be at 11.
I thought it was an hour.
maybe an hour.
I got an
said
email
11
that says
11
9
Arizona.
Arizona time.
11
9?
Arizona, 12 Central, sorry.
Yeah, that's what my email says, 9 Arizona.
So then
I
it
know.
starts. If it
Oh,
started
sorry,
at 9,
that's tomorrow.
we missed
That's
it by
Well,
now.
it's starting now then.
I know it wasn't 9 because
I
I was on the Zoom this morning with.
Yeah, it's not on at 9.
No, sorry, that's tomorrow. That's the 10th.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Supposed to be 2 p.m. Central or 1 p.m. Arizona. He said 2 hours earlier, so 11 or 10.
Central time, right? Arizona. Sorry.
So Joel is.
I know for a fact I heard that hour ahead today.
I don't know if Joel made a awesome.
If you guys just link your
sheet for everybody.
Google calendars, it will show. Happy birthday, Angie.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday again.
Thank you. I don't feel 50, that's for sure.
You don't look it.
That's a good thing.
thank
Yeah,
you.
you don't look it, which is awesome.
Well, thank you. That means a lot. Okay, I'm
Happy
gonna share
birthday,
this. Thank you.
Robin. Yeah, I'm driving, so sorry.
Be safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna share this. Hang on, I just gotta save it. It's a pretty awesome spreadsheet Joel made. You guys will like this.
Hey, I'm going to ask a really stupid question.
No,
So-
no
so
question stupid, Robin.
So the recording goes in the Facebook group?
Well, so Carly was gonna make a link in Discord to put the recordings. However, she hasn't gotten to it yet. She's just real busy. I'm going to start putting them in my YouTube page.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah,
Yeah,
by the way,
so-
I subscribed. Get everybody here to subscribe too.
Yes, I wanted to get to 500 subscribers by the end of today, and I've got like almost 300.
Yeah, everybody go to Angie is fantastic leader in sub 2. Everybody's got to go to her YouTube and subscribe.
I'm gonna post it in the chat. Thank you, Robin.
No, it's true. You were one of the first leaders that I ever met, and I've always been grateful for that. You are just an incredible person, an incredible leader, a go-giver, everything that emulates what PACE has been working to create with this community. So anybody that's on this call right now, whether you're sub 2 or not, go to YouTube and subscribe to Angie's YouTube. What's the name of it, Angie? Maybe put the link
It's
in the...
my name. I'm gonna put the link. I gotta see how I do this.
Yeah, you're gonna blow up her YouTube channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Angie, if you go to your YouTube channel, just copy the link and like post it in the chat.
Let me just do this.
Happy birthday, Angie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna get Dylan on. Dylan, are you here?
Oh, yeah.
I
All of
see him.
Angie's
He's here.
team
Yeah,
is
I'm here.
fantastic. So, you know, fantastic people attract fantastic people, and her whole team is great.
Thank you, Robin. I appreciate that.
Absolutely true.
Colorado, baby.
Woo! Yeah. That's right. Joey, will you come show me? 'Cause I don't know how to go find my, here, I know what I'll do.
I got
Okay.
you, Angie. I got you.
You got it. Oh, good. Yes, thank you. Thanks, Eric.
Yes.
There we go. You rock, Eric. Thank you.
No problemo. So just for future references, so you know, just go to your YouTube page. Somebody was mentioning it, but you hit your home tab
Okay.
and then just copy and paste the top bar, like the search bar.
Okay.
And that'll be how people directly go to your
Oh.
page.
Hello.
So basically you could just type in youtube.com/@Angie Milinazzo. That's your what's the word I'm looking for?
My handle.
That's your handle, yeah. Yep.
Oh. Hang on real quick. Hang on, guys, real quick.
Hey guys, so I want to go ahead and get started here. I have a couple of brokers that I wanted to call, and I wanted to kind of like preface the conversation too. So anytime you guys are doing agent outreach, or at least in this sense with multifamily outreach, you really want to know what you're looking for, because there's several different types of multifamily. So you have different classes. These are things you should have been learning through the Elephant Challenge so far, through these last few videos that PACE has been doing. So I just wanted to preface this. Obviously, PACE is a buyer. So you guys know, right? If you do or you don't, PACE's buy box is really anywhere from 50 units and up, and he ideally looks for Class A or Class B properties in red states, essentially. So if you guys are doing agent outreach with PACE in mind as your buyer, you can, anytime you call a broker, use those as your, your settings, right? Like, this is exactly what I'm looking for. Sorry, it's really loud in here. Let me go shut this door real quick.
Hey, all I can hear is that doorbell.
That freaking doorbell, man. Yeah, Ange, you want to pass me host? Let me see if I can figure that out.
Hey, Dylan, can you repeat that real
He's on
quick? 50
seller.
plus units and then what?
Yeah, so you know, when you're doing broker outreach, right, they're going to ask you, what are you looking for, right? And you're not just going to say, I'm looking for multifamily. They're ideally you're gonna be,
Bluetooth ready to pair.
I need Ange. Joey, make Ange pass me host. I need host. So I can mute people and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Mute. So yeah, you're gonna want to know what you're looking for, right? So ideally you have a buyer in mind, right? All of us, or at least the majority of us right now, the reason we're in the Elephant Challenge is to wholesale, right? Some of us obviously want to have equitable interest in the multifamily and be a partner, right? But ideally you need that expert behind you, someone who knows what they're doing and also has the funds to do that too. So let me see if I can figure out.
Hey, Dylan, I just
Yeah.
Googled it. So
Okay.
it says to disable the chime, go to the manage participants from the toolbar in the bottom. Select
Okay.
the right toolbar under the participants, select more button. Then from the drop down menu, select play, enter, and then exit chime. I can repeat that, but I also did post in the chat. If not, I
Yeah.
can Google it more, but
Okay, so select the manage participants. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Yeah, let's figure that
then-
out because that's really annoying and there's gonna be
Yeah.
a lot of people joining.
it's even distracting me.
Yeah, I don't see where the manage participants. So I see participants.
But then like,
More
so like
buttons.
you go down to like the section, whether it's the more
I
button.
got it. Boom, I
Okay.
got it. There we go. Okay, so hopefully that stops. Appreciate you, Rachel. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
No problem.
Um,
Hey, I gotta call Angie. Is she on the phone or is she
She
just
is,
away?
yeah. No, she's on the
Okay.
phone right now.
Okay, tell her to call me when she's off the phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll jump back on the Zoom. Okay, so yeah, so what I was saying was, ideally you guys know what you're looking for, right? You know, having pace in mind, he is really looking for anything, you know, 50 units and up, at class A or B, maybe C plus, but they don't really go anything below that. And then he's really looking in red states. So having, you know, your criteria in mind is really going to help when you're doing broker outreach, especially for these larger multifamilies. They're going to ask you questions like, what kind of cap rates are you guys looking for? You know, what's your price per unit? So, and I'm going to make some calls too. And I'm definitely not an expert in making these calls to brokers for multifamily, at least. Someone who I really think is really good at this is a sub-2 student by the name of Justin Hoke. And I don't think he's in here probably, but if you guys want to check him out on Facebook too, I'm just shouting him out because this is actually where I learned a lot of how this works. So I just put his name in the chat too. I think that's how you spell it.
It is.
But yeah.
He's not
Okay.
on.
Okay. Yeah. So, but he's
Um,
definitely someone who I look up to as far as broker outreach. So, now for me, I have a buyer in mind. I have a person in North Carolina that wants to sell us 19 single family homes, under an umbrella loan. Regardless of that, he needs to know where he's going to put his money. He needs to 1031 exchange. So I have a buyer looking for multifamily. His criteria is 15 units to 30 units. He'll look in multiple states, but ideally it's North Carolina. He said class A, B, or C, probably C because smaller units. And then his price point is going to be anywhere from $1 million to $2 million. So that's just good for you guys to know when you're calling these brokers. what criteria you're looking for, because they're going to ask you these questions. So let me see if I can. I'm going to share my screen. So my guy right here, Thomas Lewis, I'm going to be giving him a call. Could be a really good potential deal. So here's a 24 unit apartment building. Again, 1.5 million. It doesn't say what class. It was built in 69. So that's probably C plus maybe.
It says, if you look again, go down that list, it says C.
Oh, does it? Okay. Oh yeah, right there. Yep. So C. And the other way you can tell that as well too is usually by the year built. Obviously, if it's a brand new build, it's typically class A. If it's built like around 2000, class B. Maybe 1980, I think is kind of the cutoff. So I'm gonna be giving this guy a call, and really I'm gonna ask about this. Obviously, it's his listing. But more importantly, you're really trying to develop a relationship, right? So let's say, for example, this one doesn't make sense for my buyer. I want to make a really good relationship with Thomas Lewis that any time he has a listing or a potential listing coming up, he thinks of us first, right? He's like, hey, Dylan, I'm about to post this listing. It's about to go live. I thought of you first. And let me know if you're interested, right? That's really the goal of this agent outreach. We're not trying to get a deal immediately on the first call. It's more so just to build a relationship. So let me give this guy a call. Let me see.
Hey, Dylan.
Yeah.
So I literally just got off the phone with this guy, and I kind of hyped you up as my partner. So
this guy, Thomas Lewis?
Like 5 minutes ago. Yeah.
No way. Like,
yeah,
what do you mean?
For this property. So he already has a lot of offers for this property, and the seller's not really open to seller owner finance right now. Because the seller is like 86 years old. Gotcha. But I was like, yeah, me and my partner, I kind of fluffed a little bit. I said, me and my partner are looking at a lot of deals. So he does have other properties that he owns. But he said he would love to get on a call. So, I mean, you could still call him.
Nice. How did you just so happen to randomly call him, or how did you come across him? Yeah.
Yeah, I happened to look in North Carolina, and yeah, his name popped up, and that's actually not his direct number. I have his direct number if you want it.
Yeah.
And it's 980-347-9229.
Okay. Right on. So he's expecting a call then, huh?
Yes, but not for this property.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, no worries. But you guys did talk about this one though?
Yeah, the seller owns this one and another 24 unit, or it's a 23 unit. I don't remember the address off the top of my head, but she's trying to cash out on both, because she's older.
Did you call? So I missed it. I was on the phone with Angie quick. Did you call this broker yet and talk about this deal?
Yeah,
you did.
I did like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, awesome. So is this something that you would want like Pace to look at and underwrite like today on the Zoom?
He said that his seller has already gotten a letter of intent for this property for owner finance, and he has a lot of cash offers that she's more looking at. But I mean, Pace is a negotiator, so we can try.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think it would be cool if we get 1 or 2 properties for Pace to underwrite like today. Because there's a lot of teams, but like we want to be one of the teams that definitely have Pace underwrite a deal for us.
Okay.
Awesome.
And
sorry,
Eric Volka is right here. He's an underwriter as well. We underwrote one yesterday that we may be submitting a LOI today. And Eric, I need to call you after this as well to tell you what I spoke to the broker. So I just want to give you a heads up.
I say still call it, just so everyone can kind of hear how the conversation goes.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't hurt. We'll give them a call. Also too, like, you know, credibility is a huge thing for a lot of agents. They're not going to want to go under contract with someone they're not confident in, because that really hurts their listing. So if they have, you know, maybe a lesser offer or a small, you know, whatever, not as good of an offer, but from a more credible buyer, they might be more apt to take that offer and convince their client to, like, these guys are going to close, right? So you want to go with these guys. These guys we don't really know. So, okay. Angie, this is like a little script, Johnson.
Yes, Joel Jurgel, I don't know if he's in here. He made that for everybody.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll put it in docs, and then I'll put the link in the chat for everybody.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and two, I just want to preface, I am definitely not an expert when it comes to multifamily agent outreach. That's why I wanted to shout out Justin Hoke. I like, if you guys go check out his Facebook, every day, maybe every other couple days, he's constantly calling brokers and doing outreach, trying to find his team some multifamily. So really, I'm just going to be emulating kind of what I've heard from him. So we're gonna give Thomas a call real quick. Susan, do you have a question you wanted to ask before we call him?
Well, it's not really, well, I guess it is a question. So I found a property in South Carolina. It says it's a B property, but it's completely empty. It used to be a senior's home. It's a high rise close to the university there in Columbia. And so it looks like something that is a total disaster.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys are interested in calling on that one or not.
Yeah, we can take a look at it. Something that's totally vacant is a little concerning, but we'll take a look at it at least and see if it would be a good one to reach out to the agent.
Okay, good. That's my question.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Susan. All right, so let me give Thomas a call. I'm gonna call him on speakerphone. Hopefully all you guys can hear.
Hey,
Hey,
Andrew,
Thomas.
you wanted,
My name is Dylan. I'm just giving you a call about Clearwater Courts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe sounds like you talked to my partner Champagne earlier today as well too. So I just wanted to reach out. Yeah, you know, we're investors. We're looking to pick up, you know, some multifamily properties, ideally one a quarter. We don't own anything in North Carolina yet, so I'm just, you know, trying to build some relationships with some of the you know, bigger players out here and just, you know, try to build a relationship and work with someone that can, you know, help us find our next asset. Ideally, we're looking for I mean, we're open to Class C properties. Ideally, we're getting into Class B or A. But we're also looking for anything really 15 units and up as well. So yeah, I was looking at Clearwater Court. It sounds like that. I mean, that's kind of, you know, a good looking fit for us, but Champagne says this one's kind of already has a ton of offers on it. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I use context. The seller, she's 87 years old. Seller financing is a no-go. She's not want to do that. I asked her because I was interested in purchasing the properties as well.
Cool.
So no seller financing. She wanted to cash out. Her husband was the real estate gentleman that's passed, so she knows very little of the properties. She has a 23 unit Piper Atomics, and then she also has a 24 unit about 20 miles south that she's offloading.
Okay.
So we've gotten a handful of LOIs. We've had a tour date to allow those folks to come at least lay eyes on it, see if some of them want to move forward with it. And we've gotten really good response. We're reviewing offers with the seller Tuesday, they want to be moving forward with going on Wednesday. So that's kind of where we're at.
Okay.
With the offers right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. And, ideally we're buying properties on seller finance right now because, just the way interest rates are, right. It makes a lot more sense if we could strike a deal with more favorable rates than what we could get from a bank right now. We still are buying things traditionally as well as long as it's a good deal, right? So great. Yeah. And if this one, it gets sold before we can do anything with it too, like I said, I just wanted to build that relationship. If you have any other properties come across, like I said, we're looking to buy at least one a quarter. We've identified North Carolina as our next spot, ideally. So, and again, I'm not too familiar. What cap rates are, or what buildings are, sorry, what investments are going for, like what the cap rate is?
Yeah, so we've seen it. We're starting to see a change. I'm sure as well when cap rates started to come back up a little bit, where interest rates are. But in Charlotte, actually in the 45 belt loop, man, people were picking up stuff 3 months ago at a 3 cap or 4 cap. It's crazy. I mean, that to me, I can't justify how people are making that work.
Right.
But we are starting to see those trickle back up. So, like these properties that we have listed, and we do most of our stuff off.
Can you guys hear it? I don't know if the speaker's in my ear or.
No, we really can't hear it. The broker.
Our investors and know exactly
Is this
what they're
better?
looking for. So when we get that, we can just pair them up with the
Yes.
property.
Okay.
And keep it off market. Every once in a while, we'll put something on market like these two, just to get a new batch of contacts and new leads and new connections. But even these, where they're at, I can send you what we have on them just so you guys can have an idea. But they're sitting around that 7 caps. So
Okay.
I think you'll start seeing those come up. Now I did talk to Champagne a little bit. She said you guys are out, or that you're out Denver.
Correct.
Are you interested in hospitality of mobile home parks? I have one in South Dakota and one in Nebraska that I'll probably be offloading myself by next year. So I didn't know if you guys were interested in those states or kind of where you're at with that.
Yeah, and you said so. Just South Dakota is where they're at.
I have one in Sturgis, South Dakota, and I have one in Shatter, Nebraska, which is a small town right next to Shatter State University.
Okay.
That's a mobile home park. That's 65 units. So looking to offload a little bit here and do 1031.
Okay, and so those are yours that you own personally, huh? Nice. Okay. That's not really what our buy box is, but I have a network of around 5,000 people nationwide that, we primarily look for mostly creative deals, but I have a couple people in mind that are looking for their next mobile home park. So that could definitely be a good fit. So yeah, if you want to send it to me, I'll share it with them and see if they're interested. And yeah, I'll let you know if there's any interest, but definitely I know mobile home parks are hard to come by right now. So
What going back to kind of look for, so 1 a quarter C, but primarily B properties. What caps are y'all kind of looking at? Caps can be subjective, obviously, but what are you guys kind of looking at as an entry cap? Is there something that you want to turn into hey, we're going to buy this thing at a 6, but we're able to turn this thing into an 8? What are you guys kind of looking at in a deal? And like I said, we always are on the phones, cold calling folks and shaking hands. So if we can line something up with you guys, we'd love to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So, it kind of is subjective to where the area is. In Denver, 4% cap rates are what's selling right now. So we're closing on a 23 unit at a 4.5 cap rate that we think we can raise up to around a 5.5–6%. And that's just in Denver because we're mostly going for appreciation here. for our other states where we're looking to pick up, like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Texas, these other states, we're more focused on cash flow rather than appreciation. So yeah, it's ideally at least a 6% cap rate. And if we can raise it up to around 7.5%, 8%, that's exactly what we're looking for right there. And then, you know, value add as far as, you know, if there's management that's been poor, that's what we really like to do as well, is get some proper management in place and increase, you know, if there's vacancies as well, that's what we feel our specialty is. Also, capital improvements don't scare us away too. So that's another thing we'll look for as far as a value add opportunity too. So yeah.
Okay, and what are you guys, it's going to be very on the deal, but what are you all in terms of price range? It sounds like you guys are wanting to do seller financing, which is smart. That's what I do if I can. So are y'all looking at a certain price range? Okay, look, we're not looking to go over.
Yeah.
What was that at?
Sorry, Thomas, just give me 1 second. I'm having some technical difficulties.
No worries.
Okay, wait, what?
She said it's
Just no one can hear. Okay,
Stop the share.
okay.
And then she said the audio.
Yeah, if you go to share your screen at the bottom left hand, there's a button, I click, it says like share audio sound.
Yep, shares out.
It may or may not help because like you're not doing the sound through your computer, you're doing the sound through your phone. But like at least if you have your phone on speaker, Dylan, when you're talking to the brokers, have your speaker close to like the phone close to the computer. Like at the end, we could hear a lot better.
Okay, now I can't hear you guys.
You should be able to, like, just sharing like this sound has nothing
But-
to do.
Okay, I think you
It
guys can
has-
hear him now. Let me go back to this.
It's probably your AirPods that's messing you up.
No worries.
So yeah, price range for us, I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. For North Carolina, we're looking around the $1 to $2 million range, I guess, to kind of get started. So anything around 15 to 30 units is kind of where we want to get started in North Carolina. In Texas and Florida, we're looking really for as big as we can go. We specialize in also syndications as well too. So you know, we can raise a decent amount of money if we need to as well. But for North Carolina, just getting started, I think, you know, that $1 to $2 million range is ideal for us right now.
Okay, what about South Carolina? Y'all working in South Carolina?
Yeah. I would say same thing for South Carolina as well. Probably just wanted to get a little start, just to get started with something a little smaller, around that 15 to 30 unit range. But again, like if you come across a smoking hot deal and it's way bigger, we'll still be interested in taking a look at it. So.
Okay. Well, cool, man. Well, what I'll have you do, when you get a moment, shoot me a text with your contact info and your email, and I'll save it and I will keep you posted. I'll send you what we have on these two properties just so you have an idea of what they're looking like. And if for whatever reason we don't put these under contract in the next couple of days, we'll let you know. And then in the meantime, we'll keep our eyes out for some deals that might be good for you all to get started here in the Carolinas. So
Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I appreciate it, Thomas. I'll text you my information as well too, so you have it. And yeah, I really appreciate the phone call, man. Hopefully we can do some business.
yeah, appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Thomas. Have a good one. All right. Sorry for the technical difficulties, guys. I wasn't sure if my speaker was in my AirPods or not, so hopefully you heard the majority of that, but or at least heard what I was saying. So let's see. But that was a pretty good conversation, right? Okay, great. So yes, some people heard it pretty fine. I guess maybe it was some people couldn't, but right on. Amy's in here. Shout out Amy. What's up, dude? So yeah, Thomas was, I mean, that's a perfect call, right? He said that I'll keep you guys in mind. It sounds like he's going to be closing on this one pretty soon. So no big deal. And like I said, that's really the reason for agent outreach, is we're just trying to get relationships for future deals, right? It sounds like this guy's pretty connected as far as other areas as well. And we also got a really smoking hot lead on some mobile home parks, not in the best states, South Dakota and Nebraska, but people who are actively picking up large mobile home parks don't necessarily care where they're at. They just care what the numbers say, right? If it's occupied and there's people living there, we could definitely help that guy probably sell those. So not sure if you guys want to make another. Yeah, Dedrick asks if we can make a list of questions to ask. That's a great question, Dedrick. I think that's a really good idea to do as well. So did we figure out what time Pace's Zoom is starting at? Is it at 11 or is it at 12?
At 12. That sheet that I posted in the chat has a lot of those questions. Doesn't it, Dylan?
Yeah. Did you post it in the chat? Do you want to post it again? Or here, I'll copy and paste it. That's not it. Yeah, and if you want to post it again. There. So that document that Angie just posted is really good. I mean, it really has a lot of these questions that you're asking for. Let's see. So do you guys want to hear another agent outreach call? Do you want to, someone else want to make a call?
Lilia, you want to make one?
Or Dylan, you could look for
I want to hear
something that
somebody.
meets Pace's buy box, so we can
Okay.
bring it to them.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good idea. I really wanted to call this guy because of that seller I have in mind, who this would be a perfect fit for him. But yeah, let's try to find something for Pace. Might as well. So I'm gonna go back to LoopNet. So I know Pace is primarily looking in like Texas, Florida. He probably would be interested in the Carolinas as well too. Obviously Atlanta. So let's do Georgia.
Yeah, find the Texas one.
You think instead of Georgia?
Either or.
Okay. I just know he loves Atlanta, right? That's his favorite spot. So I'm gonna look there, see what we can find. It's lagging.
Hey, what about Augusta, Georgia?
Yeah, let me see what I can find.
I got one for you.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah.
What is it? Can you share the address?
Let me see. It's still available.
I like Augusta, Georgia, because that's like a huge golf capital.
Oh yeah, it's still on now. It's a 73.
What's the address? Is that how you spell it?
Computer slow. I'm sorry.
No worries, mine is too. Okay, so I'm gonna do multifamily. Let's see. And then these filters here too. So you can see, I think you should be able to type in units. So you can also specify by cap rate.
It says 73 multi-family properties. Our foot. And then it says in the description down here says single family resident portfolio, 76 property. But 6,900,000. It's in is it Augusta, Georgia, Beach Island, South Carolina. That's the company. And the number, if you can hear me. I'm sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of cutting out a little, Heinz.
Okay. It's Bull Realtor.
You want
they
to
know
post the
that.
address in chat or the broker that we
Yeah,
can
I
call
can.
in the chat?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I do that.
Right at home. I like this one. 34 unit apartment building. Looks like it's, let's see, do they say it is Class C, built in 1906. Okay, it looks pretty nice though. New sidewalk at least right there. So we can give one of these guys a call. I want to take a look at, yeah, let me give just one of these guys a call real quick. Heinz, we'll give your guy a call too after. Let me see, Jonathan. Oh, there's just one number. So, and then a better thing too, instead of like calling this number on LoopNet, I probably would just get someone at their desk. So I'm gonna copy this guy's name and just Google him with Maybaum.
That's
Yeah.
one of the brokers there, bro.
Oh, what is this? Okay. Yeah, Heinz, we'll look at that one after. I want to talk to this guy right here. Jonathan something. Okay, so we'll try this again. If you guys can't hear him, post it in the chat. Hopefully you can hear my phone ringing right now. Let me see some thumbs up.
Hello, it's Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan, my name is Dylan. I'm just giving you a call about one of your listings, 930, 940 Hickman Road. Yeah, so my team, we're looking to pick up multifamily, ideally anything kind of like 35 is really the minimum we're looking for, but this one looks really interesting, so I just wanted to give you a call on it. So we're looking for anything Class C, ideally Class B, and really I'm just reaching out to a few brokers in Georgia, near Augusta. You know, I'm not sure if this one would be a great fit for us, but I just wanted to make a connection and, you know, see if we couldn't possibly make a relationship and hopefully do some business together. So can you tell me a little bit about this one? Have you guys had a lot of offers on it, or how's it going with this one?
Well, you know, we have had a lot of interest in it. I just don't think this price. You know, the seller is a cousin of mine.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
And you know, we're still in the five something. I think we just got updated numbers last week. My analyst has been sick.
Okay.
But I think it's, you know, I think it's in the 55 cap.
Yeah.
It's a value add. I think you can go a little low. I mean, it's, you know, if it were me, I'd put granite in there and put stainless and jack the rents up on all of them. And I don't think you'll have any problems getting Class A rents in the building. From it's right between the medical school and the liberal arts school, and it's a great location. Every time they raise rents, they rent them like with no advertising, owner managed. So,
Okay.
you know, anybody who like has a 3D tour and a professional photography, I think, and a floor plan would, you know, would do well, I think.
Okay. Great, good to know. And so we don't currently own anything in Augusta per se. Is 5 cap rate kind of what sells out here, or is he? It sounds like you think he's maybe a little overpriced.
Yeah, I mean, the market's very tight.
Yeah.
Part of it is a lot of money from California and New York. And so those people will take whatever they can get. So I sold a C-class deal in a C-class market at a 5.6 cap a year ago. Like a 28 door. This is a little different. I mean, this is historic. This is kind of in the downtown. You know, the seller's not super motivated. He's a little motivated. My sense is you have to be above 3.7 and get the deal done. Maybe 3.8 will get a deal done.
Okay.
So you might be in the like 6 or like just under 6 in that number.
Okay. Great. And so it is a Class B building, more in like a classy neighborhood, is that?
No, I mean, I think it's, you know, I don't know. Augusta's kind of an interesting place.
Yeah.
It's hard to call. I mean, people keep wanting to put things Class A or Class B, but you've got like areas that have the slave owner mansions directly in front of like a street that has a bunch of slave shacks. Right. So when you draw a pin on something and you take some numbers, it doesn't really work like that as a way to say it.
Yeah.
So Somerville, this building is at the top of the hill. So when Augusta burned in 1918, all the people with money moved up to the hill, built these elaborate mansions. And so this portfolio was originally these mansions, 4 mansions and a sanitarium. I guess at the turn of the century, when you got sick, you would check yourself into a sanitarium, because I think all the wallpaper had poison in it, you know, and all this other stuff.
Right.
So
interesting.
everybody was sick all the time, and so you would go to a sanitarium. So the sanitarium was converted. I don't know when it was converted into multifamily. It was a long time ago. So anyway, Walton Way is the main road through Somerville, and so you got like $6, $7, $8 million mansions on Walton Way. You know, these massive 10,000 square foot houses, and behind them. So if you just Google map yourself going down Walton Way, you'll go down, you know, you're at the bottom of the hill, you're driving by Chick-fil-A, I mean, not Chick-fil-A, but like, you know, Cookout and Crystal Burger and all that. Then you start heading up the hill. When you get to the top of the hill, you see Hickman, which is this thing on the left. And then you see the Partridge Inn, which is like a ultra upscale hotel. And then you start passing these big mansions, you know. So, and then maybe about a quarter mile up the road, you hit the Liberal Arts College on the left.
Gotcha.
The Liberal Arts College is where like I guess the university's got all of its like its main campus. You know, so if you were going to rent to nursing students or pre-med or traveling nurses, this complex is directly between the medical college and the hospital system, and then the liberal arts school. So that's what we told the seller, is that he should completely redesign his marketing to target midterm rentals and medical students.
Gotcha. Okay.
But
I
you know,
love it.
he's got other stuff in his mind.
Right.
On, so.
Gotcha. Okay. So he's not necessarily super motivated. If he can kind of get his price, he'd be more apt to selling. Just curious too, you know, we buy a lot of single family properties on seller finance and owner carry. Have you had that conversation with him?
Yeah, I mean, you can send me an offer. I doubt he has any interest in carrying a note.
Okay.
You know, you can try. I mean, the issue has to do with capital gains and our ability to defer them.
Right. So that's why a lot of our sellers like seller finance, right? Because you can defer his capital gains and
Well, you can't defer them, you just delay them.
Delay them, yeah. I mean, he spreads it
You're
out
talking
essentially.
about a 1031 to completely defer them until he dies, and then they disappear.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is his plan, is 1031. Has he identified his next property yet, or kind of knows what he wants to do with it yet?
When you put this thing under contract, we will go hunting, but
Gotcha.
as of right now, we've not identified.
Gotcha.
It would be something passive, something like a Walgreens or something.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Maybe some storages. Great. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, we're definitely interested. We're looking to pick up 1 a quarter. Ideally, we're looking for, like I said, really anything kind of 50 units and above, but this one stuck out to me. I mean, it looks, like you said, it has a lot of history behind it. It's beautiful. We also love the traveling nurse model as well too. So, and then we do see some value add as well as, increasing kind of the management potential. You said it rents without really any marketing right now as it is too. So
yeah, go try to find it. I think it might be on Zillow. It looks like maybe he took a photo with his smartphone. So,
nice. Okay.
What I had done previously, what we did is we took the Class A and Class B rents, and we put them on a graph. And my guess is that this thing should rent at 90% of the non-amenitized Class A apartments.
Gotcha.
So there's a property called Canal Side on Walton Way, which is 5 years old, Class A, right in front of the hospital. But you're still in an apartment, it's
right.
It is a lot closer to the university. It has there's a lot of reasons why would be better,
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said.
But right now it's really not in that condition. So I think if you put granite, stainless, and you put a little love into a unit, I think a student would prefer to live here than to live at Canal Side. Canal Side charges $2 a foot for a studio, and like $1.80 for a 1 bed. So I believe that you should be able to get 90% of that if you reposition the units.
Right.
And then Class B, there's not a whole lot of Class B downtown. It's just older. There's one called, I forget what it's called now. It's on 13th Street, but it's like $1 a foot, for like a 1 bed.
Gotcha. Okay.
So in my mind, you should be well above that. Except like sketchy, you're afraid you're gonna get shot.
Okay.
And this place is safe. This is where like all the girls.
Yeah.
So you should be in the $130 to $150 range, I think, without a whole lot of trouble. And if you put a little bit of trouble into it, you should be just under Canal Side. Canal Side has no amenities, no pool. So,
right. Right.
That's my thought.
Okay. So yeah, yeah, I'm gonna send this to my underwriting team. We'd love to make an offer on it. And so you said, it kind of sounds like, somewhere in the ballpark of 3.7 to 3.8 would maybe be enticing to him. I just kind of want to know. Okay, so like minimum 3.8 is.
You're not sending anything under 3 cents.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, we definitely want to make a strong offer. Like I said, we're interested. So let me present it to my underwriting team and see what makes the most sense from us. And can I have your email, Jonathan?
It's jacevis@mabom.com. So it's JACEBF at mabom.com.
Okay. Got that. All right. Well, I really appreciate your time, Jonathan. Yeah, and if you have anything else that comes to mind too, like I said, we're looking to acquire 1 a quarter, ideally Class C to B, 50 plus units. Price doesn't necessarily matter. We're fairly good at syndicating money if we need to. And The other thing we primarily look for, like, we just love seller finance, especially with the way the market is. If we can get, you know, anything seller finance or owner carry, we're willing to overpay. So, yeah.
I mean, send me, I mean, I could send me an offer cash.
Yeah.
I mean, cash to the seller, and then send me an offer with a carry, see what it does. But, I mean, maybe if it's like bridge type of carry, you know, maybe he can stomach eating the gains on it, you know, on half or something.
Mhm.
You know.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, let's see what it does.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Jonathan. I'll try to get something in front of you sometime probably next week, if that works, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Jonathan. Have a good one. Bye. Cool. So again, guys, I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to this. I just kind of want to show you, like, you know, it doesn't take an expert. You just have to kind of, you know, be willing to reach out. Don't be afraid to make yourself sound dumb, right? Like, I definitely don't know everything when it comes to these larger multifamilies. But yeah, I think that one could definitely be a good one. I really just love how it looks. I mean, it looks so old school mansions. The insides look really nice. Like, if I was going to college, this is where I'd want to live. It looks really cool to me, pretty nice, especially like the historic look to it. So they have a lot of financials. They have a really good 40-page offering memorandum here. You definitely don't see that a lot. So this could be a good one for us to underwrite and take a deeper look into it. The seller's motivation is to 1031 as well, to you know, avoid capital gains. So it's possible, you know, he might consider something seller finance with a big down payment. Exactly, Heinz. Yeah, we took action at the end of the day. So right on. Thank you, guys. They're way different than single family, because a lot of agents they're going to tell you, well, it has a beautiful backsplash, right? The backyard was recently remodeled, versus these agents are way higher level. They're coming at it from a financial standpoint, right? Anytime any calls they get, right, it's all about the numbers, right? They're dealing with investors constantly. They're not dealing with homestead buyers looking for a cute backsplash or a recently remodeled bathroom, right? So it's way different than a single family broker for sure. So looks like you guys are getting some value out of it. So I really appreciate it too. Let's take a look at Heinz. Let me try to find yours, brother. I know. Yeah. Or is Pace's Zoom starting? No, it's not till noon, right?
It's not till noon. Pace did want like us to like all call like 5 brokers.
Yeah. So
Obviously,
let's
we're
do
not
that.
going to be able to do that here on the Zoom.
Right.
We don't
Right.
have
So
enough
yeah,
time for
let's. No. Yeah. So let's kind of just leave it there. I think, Heinz, man, I would encourage you to call this one. You know, just do your homework on it, right? Like, yeah, try to you know, get some more information out of this one. Definitely ask if they're open to something like seller finance or anything creative on something this complicated. That would be really good, I would say. All these single family homes, like, this would be a lot if they'd be open to something seller finance or something creative. That could be really good. But yeah, I want to leave it there so that way you guys have time to now go and call some brokers, find some leads to bring to Pace. If you guys have any questions before we set you loose to go make some calls, please feel free to raise your hand. If not, yeah, we just encourage you guys to go find a multifamily and just hit the phones. Susan's got a question. What's up, Susan?
So, I hate to ask stupid questions, but I'm brand new.
No,
So
please.
I'm a
No, please.
newbie. So when you're
Okay.
talking about the cap rate, you've lost me.
Okay.
What is that all about?
Yeah, so cap rate essentially is this, right? And I've explained this before too. I'm sure this is probably a good question for a lot of people. There's really 2 things that investors look at. There's a cap rate and there's a cash on cash return. usually with single families and smaller properties, most people are concerned with their cash on cash. And what that means is how much money did I physically put into the deal? So with a down payment, closing costs, all of that, right? How much money did I put into the deal to get into it versus how much money am I making annually? That's your cash on cash return.
Okay.
Cap rate, and please someone correct me if I'm incorrect, I believe is essentially your capitalization rate. What percent did I capitalize on this building? Essentially, what percent did I buy this building at? So a real simple way to think about it is, okay, how much money am I making annually at the after expenses, taxes, and insurance, divided by what did the building cost? What was my purchase price? So if I make, let's say, $100,000 net in my pocket at the end of the year, okay, 100 grand,
Okay.
and the building cost me, let's say, $3 million. That was my purchase price. That's a 3.3% cap rate. You see that? You move your decimal over. Okay. So it's essentially your net income divided by the purchase price.
Gotcha. Well,
So-
if you, I could see you better if you took down your
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, let me do that for you.
there you go. Oh, hello.
There you go. How's it going?
So show me your calculator again.
Okay, so let me make my view a little better too. So if I net, okay, after taxes, insurance, everything, if I net $100,000, right, that's money I put into my pocket, 100 grand, okay,
Okay.
I'm gonna divide that by the purchase price. So whatever my total purchase price, my acquisition cost was, right? Let's say, for example, it's a $3 million building. Okay, so 100,000 divided by 3 million, that's going to give me a 3.3% cap rate. Okay.
And what's considered a good cap rate?
Yeah, so it depends on what market. Here in Denver, typically a 4.5% cap rate is considered pretty average. You know, it's not amazing, but that's what most buildings sell at, is around 4%. Because here in Denver, home prices and everything just goes up like crazy because everyone wants to live here. So people buy in Denver for appreciation, really, not necessarily for cash flow. Versus somewhere maybe like Augusta, Georgia, or Texas, or the Carolinas, people are more concerned with actual cash flow. So, you know, a 7% cap rate is probably what's average out there. Does that make sense?
It does. So when you're
Okay.
talking about the acquisition cost, are you talking about what you had to pay for commissions and all that? Or are you just talking about the purchase price itself?
Yeah, so sorry, and that's just the purchase price itself. When you're talking about cap rate, you're mostly concerned with how much did I make at the end of the year versus purchase price.
Okay.
And then cash on cash return is a different thing. That's how much money did I make at the end of the year versus what's the money that came out of my pocket. Because when you buy a $3.3 million building, most people get conventional financing and they only put a down payment, right? So your cap rate and your cash on cash return are typically different from each
Got
other.
it. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. No, thank you, Susan. And I'll answer some more questions too, but I want to just employ everyone. If you guys don't have questions, you're ready to hit the phones. We'll see you guys in the Elephant Challenge with Pace at noon in an hour. So just start making the phone calls. But if you guys have any more questions, definitely feel free to raise your hand and we'll go over them here too. So
And I want to take a picture of everybody on here. So just do your peace sign.
right on.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. What do you got for me, Champagne?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. So I'm looking at this one that's listed and it's the status says under construction. Is that even worth calling? It was built in 2022. And I'm sorry if this question was already answered.
Yeah, so that's again out of my expertise. I would say it never hurts to call, right? Like the only way you're going to figure out if it's worth calling or not is just by calling, right? So I would
You
say
can
since
always
it's
try
under
it, but I can tell you, new builds, they're not really going to take creative or seller finance. Those builders
yeah,
usually want
Yeah.
all
I
their
kinda
money.
figured. Okay.
but they might be willing to, right? Like maybe they ran out of money during construction. So if they're selling it, you might be able to get a discount on it and joint venture with someone. And really, you know, ideally for us, we're looking for creative, right? Seller finance because of the community we're in with sub two, but there's tons of people that have no idea about creative or, you know, are still buying things with conventional mortgages. They're syndicating money from, you know, investors and buying things traditionally as well too. So I think that's why, you know, we're doing this challenge with multifamily is you can still buy multifamily with creative, but there's tons of people still buying, you know, conventionally too. So I would say, yeah, Champagne, give them a call and see what they say. They might be pretty desperate or, you know, or at least very motivated. You never know. So, and the only way, again, you're gonna know that is by giving them a call. And looks, so someone said the Elephant Challenge is starting right now too. So if you guys want to, yeah, I guess I'll answer your guys' questions, but yeah, anyone else that's in here, if you want to jump over to Pace's Zoom, if you guys have questions you want me to answer, I definitely will. Again, I'm not an expert, but Guy, it looks like you're next if you have a question.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for doing this. So I actually had a question in regards to Angie on the first day. She just talked about Discord and
Okay.
I went in to use the link and it said it had expired. So I was hoping to get that so I could be connected with you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, say that again. She had her computer turned down.
Okay. So the first day that she was on the PACE challenge, she talked about Discord and you guys posted the link for that. But when I went on to use it, it was saying it was expired. And so I'm not able to connect through Discord.
Okay, so let me
Are you able
go
to?
grab it. I actually have it up here. And if you're having trouble, I have some instructions too, because if you had previously ever signed up for Discord and used your phone number, I don't know, a lot of people were having trouble getting on the Discord. It wasn't allowing them. And I think maybe they was saying what you just said.
Invalid.
But I have some instructions too. So if you could email me.
Yeah.
Here, let me send you my email too. And I'll send you the information.
Okay, thank you.
And Angie, I have a quick question. So, people in like the side chat, they're asking like, apparently only sub 2 students are getting the email for the link to start now. Why is that?
No, only people who signed up for Privy are getting the link.
Okay, that's what I thought. So if you guys didn't sign up for Privy, then you're not going to get the link.
I think that's what he said. He said if you didn't sign up for Privy, you're not going to get the link.
Because people are saying there's a different Zoom for like to listen to like Ross's like calls. But yeah, you guys need to sign up for Privy.
I'm reading the email right now that he sent. It says we will have a second live Zoom with Ross from Start Virtual, making live calls. You'll get to see the reality of making calls, the hangups, the no answers, the pitch, the appointment setting. This will start at 11 AZ time. So right now, link up with a sub 2 student for the link. Sub 2 students, the link will be in private sub 2 Facebook group. So it does look like we can send it out. I definitely don't want to get in trouble for sending it out to 64 people. So I don't know. Do you think it's pretty safe we can send it out, Rachel, or is it only if people have Privy?
It's kind of hard to say. I didn't get that email, which is odd. So that's why I also kind of asked, because I'm like, well, I didn't get that email.
Yeah.
I saw people have gotten it.
I got the email.
So
Pace
Okay, yeah, it says
literally said to
like
share
a
it.
sub 2 student.
What'd you say,
I
Mom?
don't mean to interrupt, but yesterday what he said is he's going to have Benson send it out to everybody that has Privy. Doesn't matter if you're sub 2 or not. is what he said yesterday. And then he wants, from there, he wants students to link up with sub 2, well, the people in the free group to link up with sub 2 students.
Yeah,
That's
he
what he
only
said
wants
yesterday.
action takers. He only wants action takers. So he said that's how we're going to be going forward with everything, because he hates it when people come in asking questions that were on day one. So it's best to just link up with a sub 2 student.
Okay.
So Maj and I share a privy. How do I get that link if we're only having one account, but Maj and I aren't in the same place?
You're gonna have to ask Maj to share it with you.
We'll figure that out. We have the same email. You have it. It's
Okay.
just go to our
So
Google
it'll.
Calendar. It's in our Google Calendar. It's linked.
Oh, okay. So we can use the same link. I thought it was like an access link type thing with like a registration.
Paul says the email was in his junk as well too, so make sure you guys check there.
Okay. No, I'm sure we have it.
Yeah.
It's more so like I thought that it was like the link would only work for Maj because it's happened before. Like one person can log in through the same link type thing.
Right. So again, if you guys aren't sub 2 students, that's the reason why you're not getting the link, is because the link is only posted in the sub 2 Facebook group. And again, he wants us to share it with people. I just don't, I guess we can share it in the chat. Angie, what do you think? We're gonna let the birthday girl decide because he loves you. So if we do what you say, he's not gonna get mad at me. He's gonna get,
Okay, but I'm trying to find the link again.
It's gonna be on the sub 2 Facebook group.
Yeah, we could just share it. I don't think it's
He said that like we can share with non-sub 2 students.
He did say that, yeah.
We just like ask you guys to actually like take action. Like if we're gonna share the link out, make sure you have privy, and like actually take action. We're doing it to help you guys.
Okay, hang on, let me go find it. I think.
Can someone help unmute Carol? I think she has her hand raised and I think she's confused.
No,
What's
I'm
up, Carol?
No.
Hello.
You got a question?
I'm a privy user. I've been on the Zoom the last 2 days, and I have gotten no email from Benson. None. I've searched everywhere. Junk.
Really?
Emotions. Yeah.
A few people are saying the same thing too, and this is what happens. And this is why Pace, Pace does these challenges. It's so hard because there's so many people and so many emails that like I didn't get all the emails either, and I'm a Colorado leader. Things happen.
I knew the sub 2 one, the one with the Ross videos. I knew that, but the privy one for the 3rd day. I've been here both days.
Just ask somebody to forward it to you.
So they're having technical issues like every challenge. Like sometimes this is gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I get it. It's just every time it's happened to me. I don't know why, but
I would reach out to privy and say or Benson and say hey, I am a privy user and I have not gotten any emails, even the last challenge, especially the next challenge, you want to get those emails. So I would reach out to their support team and make sure that they have your email on file.
Okay. I've gotten other emails.
I can't find it
now. Not the others, not the.
I don't see it in the sub 2 page. I thought I had the
Sorry
email,
to
but-
interrupt. Oh, sorry, Angie. I just wanted to say that I just got an email about an hour ago, and it said that Benson was going to send out an email an hour before the Zoom, which I'm in California, so that would be 11 a.m. for me. I don't know where everybody else is. So just FYI, so we still have some time for Benson to send that email out.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't got an email from
I
Benson.
just got an email from Benson right now.
Oh, let me see if I got it. Oh, I did too. I just got it. Here, I'll give it. Hang on.
I think he's sending them all now. I just got one as well. Yeah.
For all you action takers, there you go. Let's get a deal.
There you go. All right. We will see you guys in there then. there is that link. Angie posted it in the chat. Let me.
And then everybody, we have Zooms on Tuesdays and Fridays. You guys are all welcome to come and we're gonna do this every Tuesday and Friday. And we may even add a couple more.
Where do I
depending on
find the
how-
links for your Zooms? I never see the links.
So
where do I-
in Discord, there's a calendar. Let me go grab it.
Okay.
I'll grab the calendar and then you just click on the calendar, add it,
Okay. Uh-huh.
and it'll give you everybody's Zoom. So you can join other Zooms as well for the some of the leaders.
Okay.
Let me just go grab it in Discord. Now I just gotta find it in Discord. But I know it's in there. I'll go grab it.
I think I can find it in Discord. Yeah.
Kind of tricky.
Oh,
I think it's in, hold on, I think I got it right here. Thanks. Nope. Okay.
But yeah, guys, like the link that like Angie just posted in the chat, like we can all go to Pace's like Zoom now.
Well, why am I not finding the calendar? It's, hang on, I just had it earlier.
I'm just happy to know I'm not the only one that goes through that.
Discord is just hard.
It is. It is.
There's, and I have like, not just this, I have like our sub 2, the mastermind, I've got other groups going on, and it's crazy.
Goodness. Yeah.
I probably have about 100 messages right now. Let me search it. I don't even know if I'm like.
What you guys can do is like when Angie like emails you guys like the
Here it
Zoom
is.
link, you don't
I
have
got
to
it.
you don't have to do it on Discord. Like Angie, like you know how like you send like with the emails, like everyone can just add that to like their Google Calendar. So like that link
Yes,
is just the
right.
same. Just you guys can add it to your Google like calendar. You don't have to use Discord.
Yeah.
But if you ever
Well, that's for the
can't
tech
find it,
savvy
you can
people. I'm
find it.
so
in
not
Discord.
tech savvy.
What was that?
So that's for the tech savvy people. I'm so not tech savvy. I'm so tech retarded. I'm just not tech savvy.
Okay.
If you want, I can help you more with it later on, like today after like the Zooms.
Okay, sounds good.
That link work?
I just put my number in the chat, so Deborah just like text me and I'll be able to call you.
Okay, great. Thank you. And thank you, Angie.
You're welcome. Thank you, everyone. So
Let me
let's
get
see,
that
I think
number.
it's starting up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
join like
fine.
Pace's Zoom now, so I'll see you guys there.
Okay.
Hey,
see-
guys,
They're underwriting our deal right now.
we're underwriting our deal right now. Okay. See you guys in there.
Okay,
Thank you all.
you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.